Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look what we have here. A little bit of a bloodbath to say the least. We have several different stocks down 10% today. Roku, Enphase, Path, Fubo TV, Revolve Group, Space, Upstart, JMIA, DraftKings, Hood, Square, Teledoc, all down 7 to 10%. And we even have some big contenders like Roblox, Unity, both down 7%. So, what's going on? Let's talk about the market. It looks like we're starting to see a cool off on some of those metaverse stocks and some of these high flyers like Lucid Group that was showing some strength before. And make sure you stay throughout the end of the video because we're going to be talking about 3 different put options to buy on companies. We're going to be talking about strike prices, expiration dates, and everything else under the sun. Now it's interesting because if you look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, what you'll see, it's only down 0.7% today. And if we go to the last 5 days, it's only down 0.02%, so it's basically flat in the last 5 days. If we go to the last month, it's actually up 3%, and if we go to the last 6 months, it's still up 5%. So you might be wondering what's going on with some of these other stocks, some of these growth stocks, some of these smaller stocks. And there's two things that could happen, okay? So remember, the Dow Jones, the S&P 500 has not been in the dip scenario throughout any of these last months. So if the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 decide to take a 10%, 20% dip, and the Dow Jones goes to 30,000, 31,000, which would be a 20% fall, then some of these smaller stocks that have already been taking a beating could fall even further. So we definitely want to talk about some put options in this video. Now, the other thing that could happen is a market rotation, okay, where some of these growth stocks and smaller stocks that have been getting beat up, like these ones that are down 11 and 10 and 8% on the day, can start rotating into green and start to recover while the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones starts taking a dip down, and stocks like Apple, Microsoft, and some of those high flyers that haven't felt much pain recently can start rotating to the downside, and some of these huge growth stocks that have been getting hammered recently, down 10%, can start rotating to the upside. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. We've talked about a put option on the close friends list for Tattooed Chef, and it's already down around 5%. So if you look at February 18th, for example, there's some strong put options here. The $15 put, for example, is only $155. And if you look at some of the Greeks and stats on that put, the $15 put, if you're a little bit educated when it comes to option trading, those details look juicy. And if you want to become a better option trader, make sure you message me on Instagram because I have a full option trading course and I post alerts and signals for option trades, price alerts with different expiration dates and strike prices too. So that put option for Tattooed Chef is looking juicy right now. However, it's looking like it's pretty much at the bottom soon. So even buying some shares and doing a swing trade up, maybe it might turn into a longer term swing trade, like 3 months or 6 months. But I think Tattooed Chef has some swing trade ability up to around $22, $23, even $24 per share. If you can swing trade it that high, you'd probably be looking at around a 50% gain on Tattooed Chef or more on the swing trade if you're a little bit patient in 2022. Now, the next put option that I'm considering and looking at is going to be on Ford Motors, which is a great company. However, the short term, they could turn down a little bit because they're up 15% in 1 week, and they were even up as high as 20% in 1 week. So in my opinion, they can definitely cool off to around $20 per share and possibly even go under $20 per share once again. All right, they even have 230 million volume, so an absurd amount of volume. And once we see that volume cooling off, we'll definitely see Ford going below $20 per share again. Now, remember, it's risky to bet against Ford, because they're on fire right now. However, some people like to be risky, and this is what that video is for. Just always remember that option trading is a far riskier way to trade, and make sure you're setting stop losses and at least saving some of your money while you can. We've seen Ford shoot up here in 2021. Right here, we saw about a 20% gain in the past, and then they fizzled down after they shot up to $15. They fizzled down all the way back to $12. All right, and they bled out around, they went up 30%, they bled out around 18%. So it might be a slow but steady burnout, but you would press trade options, and I would probably be looking at least around March 18th or February 18th. And again, we have some affordable calls and contracts here. We would be buying a put, so make sure you press buy put March 18th. And you would be looking at like the $23 put or even the $22 put. Even the $21 put is still pretty good, but I would probably look at least the $22 or $23 put. Personally, I took the $23 put, and they're all good prices. The $23 put is only $173, and if you put a 50% stop loss, you're only risking like $85 that way. And if you do this $21 put, for example, it's only $95. And if you put a 50% stop loss, you'd only be risking $50 to do a put option on Ford. So these are more affordable options. I know you guys like the cheaper options too. So that's what I'm trying to deliver for you guys. Some cheaper put options that could return some money and make you some money too. So that's just my personal opinion. I think Ford will go back to around $19 to $20 per share. And the last one will be Tesla, already down around 5% on the day. Okay, so this one can head down to around $900 per share, and it could even go lower than that. We've even seen the support right around $899 per share. So that's definitely possible for Tesla. And keep in mind, it's always risky betting against Tesla because they're an animal, they're a freak of nature for one, and they've also just reported really good numbers for two, but their stock did rally 33%. So it could fall a little bit, and for people who think that's going to happen, you can press trade options, look at probably February 18th or March 18th, and you would be buying one of these puts here. Now let's see what pops up. These puts are a little bit more expensive, so I'm going to show you a little bit of a trick to get ones for a little bit cheaper. All right, so right now we're on February 18th. We're buying a put. I probably wouldn't look any earlier than February 18th because that's already short term as it is. So you're going to be looking at spending $8,000 if you are looking at a Tesla put, which is extremely expensive and only a certain kind of people could have the money for. I personally don't even like doing options that large. So what you would do is pull up NEO or XPEV. Personally, I'm pulling up XPEV because they're still up 31% in the last 3 months. So they could have some cooling off to do. NEO, however, seems like it's pretty much already at a 52-week support. Yeah, in the last 3 months, they're already down 10%. Last year, they're down 42%. So they seem to be bottomed out a little bit harder than XPEV is. So you would press XPEV, and it's going to follow Tesla a little bit. So if Tesla goes down, XPEV is going to go down, and it's still up 31% in the last 3 months, up 4% in the last year. All right, so this is going to be a cheaper way to play an option, a put option on Tesla, because remember, it's going to follow it, and these ones are going to be a little bit cheaper. All right, so I would be looking at February 18th minimum. This $45 put is $358. That's ideally the one that you want to choose. Remember, these are always going to be risky, and it's not financial advice, so you got to make sure you're doing all your own research before you're taking out one of these put options. I'm just trying to steer you in the right direction. Okay, so this one right here is only $176. This one's half the price, and it's still a good one to be looking at, the $40 put. All right, you could also go out to April 14th, and you can be looking at this $40 put as well. So if you have a budget between $350 to $150 per share, and you want to do a put on Tesla, doing a put for XPEV on February 18th or April 14th, the $45 or $40 put could be a good idea. So I hope that video did help you out. Smash a thumbs up if it did. That's all I asked for. It's super simple, super easy for you to do. Comment below what video you guys want to see next on my channel, or what stock you want to hear me talk a little bit more in detail about. Share this video with a friend. We're almost at 150,000 followers on Instagram, so share with friends. Push me to 150,000 followers. Thank you guys for all the love and continued support you've been showing my channel, especially for the day one people and all my hardcore fans that comment on every single video and they share with their friends as well to help people out. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe with post notifications on. And remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.